Man's podcast. Oh, you know what? I ain't even tell y'all. Wait again a minute. Is the hottest podcast in the 757. Yeah, I said it. So you can take that to the bank. You probably can cash it too. I don't know. But let's go. My first topic is really not a topic. Basically what it is tonight, I'll be just be rambling. Whatever comes to mind, guess what? It's coming out. So, but it's gonna be all good. We're gonna take care of each other. Walking alone. That's basically what I'm doing tonight, walking alone. But it's okay to walk alone. I know a lot of times people feel like, you have to have somebody with you. You have to be with somebody. You don't have to, sometimes you can go out and eat by yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. And you got to realize those moments when you are walking alone, that's the time where you can have intimate time with God. One, two, you can listen to what's going on. You can kind of digest what's going on around you and try to move forward. It's that quiet time. And we all need it. Like, it's nothing wrong with that quiet time. Some people have to have this whole entourage. But yeah, I'm telling you, take advantage of that alone time. Um, but let me tell y'all this. And you know what? The other day, I was scrolling through Instagram, right? And when I was scrolling through Instagram, I saw where Nene Leakes was talking about her husband transitioning. So, I was like, dang, like that man ready to go. Long story short, he transitioned on yesterday, I believe. You would have thought I knew this man. I've never physically met this man. Yes, I have seen him in the Gucci store in Atlanta, whatever. And I watched, how he talked to the worker in there. So I was like, dang, like this guy is really who he is on the show. Um, but I was sitting there, I was thinking, I was like, damn, like, what would somebody say about me if I was to leave? And just put it this way. When I read the different posts about Greg, everybody said the same thing. Nobody said anything different. Everybody talked about how, good of a guy he is or was or whatever. And then I thought about Nene and I was like, damn, like, what's she gonna do? Because, we all know Greg and we know Nene. It's like no Greg without Nene, period. But I was thinking, I said, well, who's gonna keep her calm now? Who's gonna balance her now? So I just hope that, whatever time they had or whatever, that she kind of, took something away from it. Like his legacy will continue to live on. So he definitely are in my prayers. I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, it's just praying time, y'all. When I tell you people are leaving here, it's crazy. Like people are really leaving here like it's no tomorrow. So with that being said, I have to talk about family because anybody that knows me know that I am a family oriented person. But just like any family, we go through our bouts, whatever. And I just want to let my family know, like whoever is looking or will listen later on, whatever issues we had, those are in the past, you know, and it's just time out. So things that you can make right, that's what we're gonna do. If it calls you to apologize to somebody who you don't normally, don't want to apologize to or whatever, say you sorry. And for that, I am sorry. So if I said something to somebody in my family or did something to somebody, please forgive me. Like I cannot go through life and be, caught up in walking around here like, my shit don't stink because my shit stinks. It really does. But for the most part, I try to be honest with people. I try to let people know how I feel. So again, with that being said, I apologize. Whatever it is we went through or whatever, it's over and done. Because I don't want to go to sleep with that on my mind. That blood, how people say that blood on my hands. So that part is clear, you know. Um, and realizing y'all, like everybody's out here going through something. It may not be financial, Some people think, excuse me, because you have $5 more than them, then that, you all good. But that's not true. We have some people out here that are going through some things that guess what? Money can't buy. Like, yes, we can change our eye color, we can change our nose, we can do something to our teeth, we can do, a lot of that. But guess what? You can't do any, you cannot buy another life. You cannot alter your life like that. So with that being said, y'all, you only get one life. Live that shit up. I mean, like live it up. Like it's no tomorrow. Guess what, y'all? Y'all kids going back to school. Y'all waited till the last minute to get these kids school clothes. I don't know why. And I can say y'all because guess what? I don't have any kids. So I can sit here and put everything in y'all lap. Y'all know these kids are going back to school. Now you're trying to run around, get them some clothes. You're trying to get their hair done, get the little braids in their hair, get their haircuts or whatever it is that you're trying to do. But y'all know this time comes every year. Y'all had ample opportunity to get y'all shit together. Now y'all work to death. Yes, my homegirl is it, and she said it. She is definitely guilty, but that's who she is. That's who she is. But it's like it comes a time where you got to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you had shit, y'all had what? Well over a year. So y'all money should be stacked, clothes should be stacked, everything should be good. But I don't know why people wait to the last minute. One of our viewers said that. I don't know why, but people do, And some people thought that guess what, kids wasn't going back to school, but their ass will be in there September, what 2nd, 7th. So I don't know, y'all. I can get kind of used to this thing talking about myself. I feel kind of crazy though, for real. All jokes aside, but no matter what we have going on, sometimes y'all we have to push through. And what I mean by that is we, regardless whatever you have going on in your personal life or whatever around you, sometimes you gotta push through that and do what you gotta do. And that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm not going through anything personally. But I have some issues, some things that are going on. So therefore I'm still here. I'm still being accountable. And that's what it's about, being accountable. Flying with perfect attendance. Yeah, I don't know. But also I wanted to talk to you guys. I know the other day I dropped a message and a post and I asked people to drop topics about something that they wanted to hear us talk about. And one that I found interesting tonight was about, can an entrepreneur date a regular person who works a 9 to 5? Me personally, let me see. I think you can. I just think it depends on the person themselves, so, but everybody's different. My whole take on it is whatever floats your boat. If you can date someone and they understand that your grind is a little different, meaning when they get out there 9 to 5, it's over for them. But for you being an entrepreneur, it's not over, So of course you have to, I don't know, y'all. But I'll just say this: to each his own. If they can handle what you have going on, and you can understand that they may have a little less than you, then of course, it'll work out. I'm reading the questions here, and one of them states that we all dealing with stuff, but accountability, responsibility, we have to own that shit. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Regardless of what, you still got to take responsibility for you and your actions. So I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly. So I'm not gonna be up here long tonight. I had to come up here and be consistent because there's nothing wrong with being consistent. Some people are consistent and being inconsistent, but with GAM, I'm very consistent and I'm learning through the podcast. And let me tell y'all this: what I learned a couple of months ago was that GAM and Travail are totally two different people. This shit cracks me up. So now I know what Beyonce is talking about. Like when she's Beyonce and then Sasha Fierce or whatever, I get it now. So it's like, but I will say this. In some ways, we are alike, but through this podcast and with GAM, I can push the envelope a little bit more than I could with Travail. With Travail, yes, she'll still say what she wants to say, but sometimes she would think about what she's saying versus with GAM, it's like, oh shit, way to GAM in is unapologetic and unfiltered. So therefore, we're gonna say what we want to say. Yes, some people may not like it, but whenever you tune into us, you just never know what you're gonna get. Yes, two different people, of course, but my heart is still the same. My personality and it's kind of similar with a, but I can really push the envelope with Wait Again Minute. And with that being said, I can get on and make a post about anything. And people just, they either like it or they don't. But one thing they do is that if I post something, they automatically think that I'm talking about me. Every time somebody posts something, y'all, it's not about them. I'm posting for engagement, basically. I just want, the engagement of everybody and to get different views of how people feel, because guess what? Everybody don't feel the same way. Which leads me to my last point. I was not watching. I was scrolling up Facebook not too long ago, and I seen someone make a post, right? And it was in regards to Nas X, right? Okay, we all know, well, if you don't know, he has an album coming out September 17th, I believe. So he has a picture where he is pregnant, and it's like, oh wow. To me, that's creativity. Like some people may look at it as, he's going too far or whatever. But for me, I looked at it as his artistry because he was just showing that, the birth of his new album. So long story short, the person made a post and she says, well, I know you guys are going to come for me in the comments, this and the third. My whole thing is this. Everybody has an opinion. But with this person, and we can't call names, but with this person, but trust and believe, I don't have an issue calling her name. No, I'm not upset at her post. What I'm upset is that she thinks one way a lot of the times. Meaning, she's so wrapped and tied in the Bible that she's no earthly good. That's what I think. But she made a statement and she was saying about abomination and stuff that is in the Bible, whatever. And she had an issue with it. My whole thing is, yes, you can have an issue with it, but don't get upset when people feel different from how you feel. You can't expect to post something and people are going to agree with you. You're not God, one. And two, nobody's always going to follow you. So if somebody has an opinion different from yours, doesn't mean that they don't agree with you or they're not rocking and rolling with you. They just feel different on that topic. But with her, she got a little upset and, and my thing is this, a sin is a sin. That's what I read. And that's what I understand, because I do understand that they say that, read the Bible and get understanding for yourself, right? So to me, a sin is a sin, whether it's you're sleeping with, somebody's husband, whether you're gay, whether your husband is having extramarital affairs, or whatever the issue is, it's still a sin. So my thing is this: don't sit and talk about somebody else when your shit stinks too. Period. Point blank. Your shit stinks too. I don't know nobody that shits and stuff comes out and it smells good. Like I really don't. And then you have kids who may have kids one day, which makes them your grandkids, right? Then you have your grandkids, which may have kids, will make them your great grand, right? So you got to be careful speaking on people, because you never know what your child may decide to do. I can speak, because I don't have any kids. So I'm not worried about that. And when I do speak, I do realize that, yeah, I'll get backlash too. And that's fine. So with that being said, y'all know, y'all just kind of be careful what we say if you feel some type of way when people challenge what you say. So life is short. Like I say, every Monday, live your life like it's your last. Be respectful towards people. But of course, do what makes you happy. If you're happy, tying your shoe, throwing bubble gum at somebody, just don't hit them in the face, but hit them below the body. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. You're right. A sin is a sin, and only God can judge. And I know from coming up in church, I'm not even gonna speak on the Bible, y'all, because I'm not even prepared for it tonight. So one thing I won't do is speak out of turn. I got to make sure that when I'm speaking, I understand what I'm saying before I put it out there. So, y'all, it's about that time. It's about that time. Let me see something positive. I did tell me to say something positive. What I would say positive is, be you. Everybody else is taken. You can alter. And the way I'm wrapping up, you can alter everything, a lot of things about yourself, but you can't alter who you are eternally. And that's something that you need to progress. Because like some people, like put it this way, you see people who go out here and get these bodies, right? But they're still messed up here. So in their mind, they just spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get this bomb body because society says that's what they're supposed to have, or they're looking at Instagram, or they feel like, hey, I got a few coins, let me go do whatever. And you're doing that, but you're still messed up here. So all I'm saying is get right here together, get your heart together, and everything else will follow. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get on up out of here. But before I get up out of here, I gotta hear our song one more time, y'all. Listen up.
Everybody, have you heard the news? We got a brand new show that's breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and
now we on the move.
From local to global, cause we got
something to prove.
We came from the bottom,
now we at the tippy top.
To hold it down for our people,
cause we all we got. I'm by myself and I'm walking alone, y'all. Shit feel funny, but guess what?
All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is.
Ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team and we getting it done. Shout out to Travail, girl, you number one.
It started with a dream that turned into a vision. Now educating new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change,
mind your business. That's what we need to do, y'all. Start minding our business. That's what's wrong with us now. We worried about what everybody else doing. Let's get our shit together.
Like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute. Baby hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Baby hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Baby hands with it. We toxic. Like we all up on the gram with it.
All right, and that's a wrap. Good night.